What trickery is this? Mal'Ganis! I don't know how you survived, but
Calm yourself, Prince Arthas. I am Tichondrius. Like Mal'Ganis, I am a Dreadlord. But I am not your enemy. In truth, I've come to congratulate you.
Congratulate me?
By killing your own father and delivering this land to the Scourge, you have passed your first test. The Lich King is pleased with your enthusiasm.
Yes. I've damned everyone and everything I've ever loved in his name. And I still feel no remorse, no shame, no pity.
The rune blade that you carry was forged by the Lich King and empowered to steal souls. Yours was the first one it claimed.
Then I'll make do without one. What is the Lich King's will?
The cult of the damned must be rallied once again. Many of the acolytes have been in hiding amongst the populace. Once you've rallied them, I will give you further instructions.
Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Finally.
Greetings, great lord. Our master, Kel'Thuzad, told us that you would come.
Kel'Thuzad? How could he have known it?
Be wary. If the townsfolk see your undead minions, they'll call the local guards to stop you.
Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
The undead! Sound the alarm! The damned stand ready.
Prince Arthas, arm yourselves! Finally. You will know endless torment.
The undead! Sound the alarm!
Faithless coward.
Help! The undead have returned!
Frostmourne hungers.
Seek out the local graveyards. Those buried there will serve you well.
This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hunger. I'll make sure you suffer. This is more like it. Faithless coward. Finally. Speak, fool.
Must be
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
The damned stand ready.
Speak, fool. For the Lich King. Ah, at last. Faithless coward.
My sight is yours. Let's see. All shall be revealed. I'll look into it. Let's see. I'll look into it. Let's see. I'll look into it. Let's see. I'll look into it. I go unseen. I'll look into it. Let's see. All shall be revealed. I go unseen. All shall be revealed. Let's see. Tread lightly. Your pain shall be legendary.
How could you murder your own father?
This is more like it. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
The undead! Sound the alarm!
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. I bow to your will. Finally. At last.
The undead have returned.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
The dead have risen again. Guards!
Frostmourne hungers.
I live only to serve.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. No one orders me around. I'll make sure you suffer. What is it now? Tread lightly. What is it now? Speak, fool. This is more like it. For the Lich King. Finally. At last. This is more like it.
The undead! Sound the alarm! Help! The undead have returned.
You bastard!
At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
Our
forces
forces
are
are under attack.
Now, Frostmourne. Faithless coward. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. What is it now?
Finally. No one
Must feed.
No one orders me around. What is it now? This is more like it. Frostmourne hunger. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. I'll make sure you suffer. At last. Finally. At last. No one orders me around. Finally. At last. Finally. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Your pain shall be legendary.
Must feed.
Tread lightly. What is it now? At last. Speak, fool. For the Lich King. Our forces are under attack.
Must feed.
What is it now? This is more like it. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers.
The damned stand ready.
Finally. This is
Help!
more
The
like it.
undead have returned.
Your pain shall be legendary. For the Lich King. At last. Frostmourne hungers.
My life for Nazul.
I'm in luck. These graves were dug recently. Arise in the name of the Lich King. Speak, fool. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
Say your prayers. Bandits, run!
Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Frostmourne
I
hungers.
bow to your will.
This is more like it. At last. I'll make sure you suffer. Finally.
The damned stand ready. Speak, fool.
Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
I bow to your
At
will.
last. No one
I
orders me
live
around.
only to serve.
Frostmourne hungers. Now, Frostmourne. Finally. At last.
Help! The undead
I
have
bow
returned.
to your will.
You should burn in hell.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne
Mercy, my
hungers.
lord. Mercy, my lord.
You've betrayed us all.
At last.
I shall be your eyes. Let's see. Speak, fool.
This is
Mercy,
more
my
like
lord.
it.
My life for Nazul.
Finally.
The undead! Sound the alarm! Mercy, my lord.
Kill them all!
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
My sight is yours.
The dead have risen again. The undead have returned. Guards!
Finally. Tread lightly. At last.
Mercy, my lord.
This is more like
I bow to your will.
Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it.
I live
Frostmourne
only to serve,
hungers.
great lord.
This is more like it. At last.
My
I
life
live
for
this
Nazul.
more
Stand
like
ready,
it.
great lord. I'll make sure. My life for Nazul.
You will know endless torment. For the Lich King.
Well done, Death Knight. The cult is nearly assembled.
Lordaeron lies in ashes. What good are these cultists to us now?
They will aid you in your next undertaking.
And what's that?
You will go to Underhall and recover the remains of the Acolyte's former master, the necromancer, Kel'Thuzad.